My name's Mo. I am a recovering grateful alcoholic, and I'm a soon-to-be graduate of Peardonville after their 70-day program here. Coming to Peardonville was the best decision of my life that I've made. It was one of the biggest decisions and gifts I gave myself to come into recovery and to a safe haven for women.
My name is Florence Westring. I'm the team manager at Peardonville House. Peardonville House is a residential treatment center for women and their children. We accept women from the ages 19 and up. We have 3 levels of care here. We have a detox bed, we have stabilization beds if you're not quite ready yet for the intensive program, and then we have a 10-week intensive program.
Hi, my name is Rose, and this is my second time coming to Peardonville House. I was very grateful to walk through the doors, even though I was extremely full of fear before I walked through the doors. I saw my counselor from last year, worried that she was going to judge me. Instead, her arms were open and she said, "You're home. This is a jump start to your new recovery and a refresh program, girl. You got this."
Over the last 4 years in prison, I was never given an opportunity to express myself creatively or at all. Through Peardonville, I have really enjoyed art therapy, sewing class, and yoga. When I first came here, they told me that sewing class was mandatory, and I didn't know how to sew. But I kind of just went with it to begin with, and we got to pick 35 pieces of fabric and arrange them, and we learned how to sew them together. And I didn't realize that at the time that we were actually making ourselves baby blankets, and this was very comforting to me because I feel that in my sobriety at this stage, I need comfort and I need a baby blanket. I do. And I absolutely fell in love with the idea, and I get to finish it today.
Hi, my name's Lila, and when I first came here, I met up with Patty, my counselor, and she was amazing. She really seemed like she cared about what I had to say, and she listened. And so many people they talk without really and just waiting for their turn to speak, right? And Patty listened to what I had to say and cared about what I had to say. She cared why I was here, the pains and struggles that I had, and she's helped me through this entire experience. When I get clean and sober, I start feeling all these emotions again, and I'm not used to feeling them, and they're all coming up for me. And anytime I could go talk to her, and she would just work through it, tell me, it's okay to feel these feelings, and you're gonna feel them sometimes, and that it's okay, and you can get through those feelings clean and sober, and you'll feel great afterwards, no matter what you're feeling. And it's just great.
My name is Heather. I'm the supervisor here at the daycare at Peardonville House, and we offer childcare for kids here, ages 3 months to school age. We offer a wide variety of activities for the kids here, and we also teach parenting to the moms that are at Peardonville House. All of the staff here are trained in early childhood education. We have lots of experience in childcare. We can offer advice to moms as far as parenting and child development. We offer daycare during the day for moms to go to classes, and we also offer evening care for moms to do groups and also work on themselves.
Every mom needs a break. Every mom needs some time to work on herself, especially in recovery. And so being able to have the daycare here, where when I was going to my classes, he could go to daycare meetings if I had homework to do. I picked him up for meals, but he was here a lot of the day, and just learning so much. He could do arts and crafts. They listen to music, blowing bubbles. He absolutely loves bubbles, and it was one of his first words, bubble, bubble. And just hearing that and watching him was great. The staff, they're just great with the kids.
Our goal here is to treat the client in a holistic manner. So we like to teach them mindfulness. We do meditation and yoga. We do classes, so we do big classes with all of the clients together. We do smaller classes where the clients meet with just their counselors. We teach them life skills, working on building up their self-esteem and teaching them how to communicate effectively and teaching them about assertiveness. We have a fantastic gym that they can use, and many of the clients do. First thing in the morning, they're out there using the gym. And we try very hard to connect with them also when they've left the program, so that they don't feel like they've just kind of left and we've forgotten about them, because we certainly don't.
I love the education groups here at Peardonville. They bring you back to learning life skills, coping mechanisms, defense mechanisms. You really get a chance to learn about who you are and what you're all about. There's a lot of times that I've been low self-worth and low self-esteem, and a lot of the other girls can relate, I'm sure. And right away you learn about how to positively speak to yourself, how to retrain your brain. You know, they give us little yellow stickies to put on our mirrors, and we are to use I am statements, and it works. It retrains your brain if you do it for a long period of time. There's no more I am not gonna do this, I am not worth it. I am worth it, I am amazing, I can do anything I put my mind to.
So we have many kinds of meetings here, and the meetings are a huge part of our recovering and therapy, because it's a fellowship, and it's a trust circle where we basically share our stories and our trials and tribulations. And when you can relate to someone else and hear that their story is similar to your story, it just opens us up. And a big part of our problem is we're like these little kids deep inside and we can't come out of it. But my favorite meetings that touched me, and I think actually was a huge part of my personal recovery, were the candlelight meetings. You feel like you're in a really safe place to share your story, and it's so funny how stronger your voice comes when you're kind of sitting in the dark. But the ironic thing is that most of us have been living in the dark our whole time, so it's a great place to inch the door open a little bit at a time, and it allows us the opportunity to not be put on the spot, but to hear our voice be heard. Yeah, they're my favorite meetings for sure.
I want to tell everybody out there that if you have to come back, if you choose to come back to a treatment center, arms are wide open. No one's going to push you out the door. The door is open with your name on it. The support is here. The fear is not.
I remember the first days I walked through this door, and I couldn't even look up. I was in rough shape, and you don't even look at the steps in front of you because you just don't know where you're going. And it's a very scary time. But I remember seeing all these painted rocks in this garden walking out the steps of Peardonville. And who expects to see the word hope on a rock, or the word believe, or we gotcha, and I just remember seeing all these bright colors and all these beautiful words walking up. So that was the beginning of my journey. So I think it was divine intervention. One of my last chores for my last cleaning bee was I got to spend some time on a rough day here rejuvenating basically the garden that leads you up to the stairs of Peardonville. So I redid the rocks into 2 hearts because it's our heart meeting Peardonville's heart. And I made a runway of hope rocks to the door. And it's going to be a little project that I will do before I leave here to rejuvenate those rocks, because it's like the runway of hope up to Peardonville.
All of the staff at Peardonville House have a heart for women. We believe in women, and we believe that they deserve a chance to come to treatment with their children. We hope that after graduation that they will leave here with hope and strength and courage for their future.